l'équipe est en train de s'installer tranquillement sur notre plateau. Alors avec nous,
set here. So with us we have,
bien sûr,
of course, Wes Anderson.
mais également une partie de
We
son
also have part of
Tilda
the
Swinton est là
cast.
également.
Tilda Swinton here, Bruce Willis is just arriving. He's going to be given an earpiece. Alongside Wes Anderson, there is Edward Norton.
Wes, bienvenue.
So Wes, welcome. Welcome to Cannes. Take a mic, yeah. So first question, of course, I mean, you're opening the 65th festival. Is it something that is very special for you? And welcome Bill Murray as well at the same time. Thanks for coming, Bill.
It is very special for me. I've never been to the festival before,
right.
And I know it from still photographs and books. You know, it's something I've thought about ever since I first wanted to make movies. So it's obviously a huge thrill to be showing our movie. The first, I mean, we haven't even screened this movie for an audience anywhere. So to do it the first time here is, you know, incredibly exciting.
Alors j'imagine parce que en plus.
So I imagine as well because it's a great film. It's a great love story too, between two children. It's a story about children, about an adult world, a bit strange as well. Where did the idea come from?
Well, if you know, for me, usually when I'm making a film, I start with the characters and what world are they going to live in. With this movie, it was a little different. This is the first time I've made a film where there was a specific emotion that I was sort of trying to recreate. The feeling of first love, you know, of being a 12-year-old who's blindsided by this powerful feeling. So the events of the movie are not anything from my childhood, but that emotion is something I remember so strongly. You know, it sort of stays with me.
Bruce, it's
the first time that you've gone into Wes Anderson's world in a way. You get the impression in this film that adults are the big kids, really. What do you think?
Well, we all are big kids, aren't we? Yes, I agree. First love, last love, middle love. All love, all kinds of love. Love gone horribly wrong, love starting out. Tell me about it. Yeah. We're gonna take it down to Phil Kiter down here at third base, down at the hot corner.
C'est Bill Murray qui interpelle Bruce Willis sur l'amour.
Bruce Willis. Bill Willis. Bill Murray.
He was helping me. He was helping me.
I was feeling it. I was feeling it. Right.
Bill Murray,
the whole table shakes when you say love gone horribly wrong. You know, just a shout out to all those out there. Go ahead, Bruce. You're wrong.
No. Complex and simple. I mean, it's a simple story, but made in a very complex way. And I talk about it all the time. This is the first time we're talking about it with microphones and earphones and nice clothes and everything, but I tell people about it all the time. I want you to know that.
Thank you.
It's great. It really is a cool story. And, well, you'll see it, and people will start talking about it, and then everybody's going to see it, and then the cat's out of the bag, Tilda.
Justement, Edward Norton, je vous disais.
I had one thing. In our first conversation about it, which was on the phone, the thing that you talked about with the story was not really your character. It was that aspect of it. These children who are so in love that nobody knows how to react to it. So anyway, I don't know if that adds, but that was, I remember, was our first discussion.
C'est un Bruce Willis assez mélancolique.
So Bruce, you give it a fairly melancholic Bruce Willis in this film. We don't often see Bruce like this, but Edward Norton as well. I mean, you've got a very strange character.
Un chef scout,
a scout leader.
Comment vous l'avez vécu?
How did you experience this particular world, the world of Wes Anderson as well?
Well, after I got over my initial disappointment that Wes didn't want me to play the boy, I adjusted and just was happy to be included at all. Yeah, you know, I'm a big fan of Wes's, as he knows. You know, for a number of years, without having met each other, we corresponded which was very, very, old-fashioned in a way. It was an old-fashioned courtship, you could say. And then, I don't think he's a very strange character. I mean, I think he's like, very sincere in his love of scouting and the boys, and I kind of, I don't know why, but I actually identified him with Wes, because the way that Wes leads, people through a film is very similar to the way a scout troop leader kind of pulls his boys along with him, and he kind of, pretty much, I think my character was based on Wes.
Oui, et Wes, opinion du chef, il a l'air d'accord.
Bill Murray,
Edward Norton parlait de
Edward Norton was talking about sincerity. I mean, you're used to
l'univers particulier de
Wes Anderson's very special world, this very strange world. It's a unique world. I mean, there is sincerity in this very sort of offbeat, weird world. How do you get into this universe, Bill Murray? If Edward can
Nobody's more sincere than Bill.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to... I'm representing sincerity here this morning, I guess. I think what Bruce said about love, first love, and what you speak about with sincerity is not just about Wes. It's like all these characters are bouncing off this same problem. Like, I play the father, and the one missing part here today is Frances McDormand. She plays the mother of the girl who runs off with the scout. And we know very, very well what first love is like and what kind of mistakes you can make. So the terror of a 12-year-old girl taking off with a Boy Scout it makes us all crazy. And Bruce, as the head of our protection agency, is responsible for making sure they're safe. We get very frustrated with him, and because, well, he's got things going on the side too, which we'll talk about later. But we're all on this same. Everyone's touched by the same button. Wes has written a script with Roman that's, we're all, if we're circling that idea of first love, and and everyone's sincerity about it is that there's no one's lying about it. They can come at it with anger and frustration and fear, but there's no denying that that's what it is in front. It's sort of like it's like a guy described it once. It's like a marching band's trumpet player. He's got the music right in front of him there all the time. He's got it right in front. That's what we're walking with. But the director, he's good. He's getting better at having fun all the time. And some of us old hands are here to make sure that he remains calm and has fun. But he's doing a fine job, really fine job.
Merci pour ça. Alors Tilda, je suis désolé, je dois rendre
I've got to stop the interview. I'd love to have had your opinion on this as well, but you're going to go to the press conference now.
Merci en tout cas d'être venu.
Thank you very, very much for coming. Thank you, Bruce Willis, Wes Anderson, Edward Norton, Bill Murray. So you're all going now to the press conference with this incredible love story. I was thinking about a young director, like Truffaut, sort of. Who is coming and meeting her actress now at 12, and the relationship between the actress and the director, sort of a man and a woman, a love story. They're almost. Anyway, the trailer and then the press.